But today I'm going to break down the month of February 2022 and show you exactly how much I made selling books on Amazon FBA. All right, Mike. Hey, Mike here in the garage. Today, special video, a little bit more about Amazon FBA and Amazon FBA books specifically. We're going to be straight up, like we talk about on my channel. If you're new to my channel, we do eBay and we do Amazon FBA. I talk a lot about the books, okay? And I do show at the end of the year kind of what I made with them. I'll put a link to the 2021 video of what I made selling on Amazon and eBay if you want to watch that one. But today I'm going to break down the month of February 2022 and show you exactly how much I made selling books on Amazon FBA. We'll go inside in a second, sit down at the computer, and try and give you an idea of what it takes to do this using Amazon, that kind of thing. It's not going to be a complete in-depth how to list it and how to do it. It's going to be what I made, some of the fees that Amazon charges you, etc. Get to look at the income and expense sheet, and then we'll break it down into a hourly and maybe kind of how you think weekly, something like that. We'll kind of break it down so you can see just how much I make doing books my way. Now remember, it's my way, so I do it a little different than say Reezy Resales or Rake and Profit or any of these other guys who are selling books on Amazon. Some people want to do a lot more. Some people like me who are retired want to do just a little bit and just supplement our income and use that money for other things. That's me. I don't want to make $1 million FBA business out of Amazon. I don't have that in me anymore. I'm on the sort of the other side of the mountain, kind of going downhill, kind of thing. So I just want to make enough money to basically enjoy my retirement. And it's an excellent way to do it. So we are straight up, we are honest, and we give you the numbers to prove that. We don't want you to think that just every video we do is that's it. There's a lot of work behind the scenes to make this happen. It is a lot of fun going through bins of books and stuff, and some of the stuff you find, if you've seen some of my videos, you've seen all the nice cool things I found just going through bins of books. So it's kind of interesting. It's interesting from that aspect. It's fun. So let's get right to it. We'll make it a quicker video because that one shouldn't be too long inside, hopefully. And we'll check out what I made on Amazon FBA books in the month of February 2022. All right, let's go check it out. Hey everybody, Mike. We're inside the house now, and we're going to take a look at the income and expenses for the month of February 2022, give you a complete breakdown, and we're going to bottom line it per hour, basically what I made per hour doing books. We'll talk about that at the end. First off, I want to tell you that everybody's different. This is my way of doing books. I'm perfectly happy with this. I'm 60 years old. I'm basically retired. I do this for extra income. This is a source for me to make extra income to do what I want. All right. So it's a little different here for me. Take from me, take from Reezy, take from Rake and Prop, take from all these guys on YouTube and make it your own, build your own. I will tell you, I learned everything for free. I didn't pay anybody $29.95 a month to learn something that basically is out there. And in a way, when you do that yourself, I think if you go out and dig it out yourself, you become just better at it. That's my personal opinion, and it forces you to get out there and try and find everything you need to know about basically Amazon FBA. Okay, I will tell you that Amazon FBA is not easy. Okay, it is, once you learn it and once you get it down and once you're able to ship stuff, it is easy as far as that goes. There are some things just like eBay that you have to learn, the basics, all that kind of stuff. I will tell you that the software behind Amazon is much more detailed. There's a lot more reports, a lot more everything that you can get from them. And that's a good thing, also a bad thing, because you got to find them all. And there's a lot of things in the dashboard that you got to dig out. So keep that in mind, all right? Now, I will tell you that I have some reoccurring monthly charges. And what I mean by that is software I use to do my books, and also Amazon. So I will explain those as we go along. I will leave a couple of videos in my description down below. From there, you can watch the one particular video about me doing a complete load of books from beginning to end, showing you Scout IQ, Scan Lister, and everything I'm doing to get books in. That's a good video to watch if you're new. And if you haven't, you go watch it. You'll learn. I'm not going to go over each piece of software, but I will mention them here. Those pieces of software also will be in the description down below. So take a peek. First off, what is my first monthly reoccurring charge? It's $40 for Amazon. They charge me $40 a month to basically use their store. It's no different than eBay. eBay charges me $57 a month to use their store. So it's $40 here. I get access to all their software. I get a lot of value here. Okay, trust me, you get a ton of value for $40. Well worth it. Now, the next piece of software is Scout IQ. That's the app I use to scan the UPC code on books or the ISBN number, and then it gives me a breakdown. Will I make money on that particular book? Will I make a net profit? If you've seen my videos, you see up on top that little green square, and that tells me net profit. So if it's green and it says $10, I will net $10 after all of these Amazon fees and everything are paid. Okay, so that's a really cool app. $15 a month, absolutely stone worth it if you're going to do books. You can scan other UPC codes too. So, electronics items, it's not that great for it, but for books, absolutely for me, it's a must. Then I use software. We hear me talk about Scan Lister, and Scan Lister is the software interface between me and Amazon. I can then list all my books. It is well worth its money, and then it shoots it over to Amazon and makes everything seamless and easy. All these pieces of software I'm talking about are like a must. You must have these to be able to do a volume amount of books, okay? So Scan Lister. The next piece of software is Reprice It. Reprice It is a repricing software. That means that it goes in and you set parameters, and I set parameters about every hour or every 2 hours, and it's constantly readjusting the price to make me competitive. Sometimes it may reprice it higher. I've had it price a book that went up higher and sold for a higher amount. It's always looking high and low to put your book in the best possible position to sell. That's $24.95 or $25 a month. Scan Lister's $25. Scout IQ is $15. Amazon is $40. And we have one new one that I just luckily incurred, and that is liability insurance for Amazon. Yep, I have to have liability insurance for my books because someone might slip or read the wrong page. I'm just kidding. It's, I know. But anyhow, it's going to cost me $21 a month. So if you add all of those reoccurring fees, it's about $125 a month that I'm always going to have no matter what. So if you're starting out and you're trying to get started, that's about what you're going to need. Say about $100, because you don't need the insurance right away, but you're going to need at least $100 a month to make a go of it. That means you've got to make $100 to pay for that. And early on, that's all I was trying to do, was just try to get those fees paid, try to get the monthly reoccurring and make a little bit of money until I could find a really good source for the books, okay? So keep that in mind. You're going to take about a year to learn this whole software program, all the softwares, everything, until you get really comfortable. So prepare yourself for that first year, not to knock it dead, but to learn, basically to learn, all right? So there's our fixed fees. Now, let's get into what we made. Let's take a look at the month of February 2022. Pull up the expense thing here. It's from the Seller Central. They have so many cool reports that you can dig up. But this one's just pretty straightforward. It's an income and an expense report. And what we're going to see here is that we sold $8,969 worth of books. You can kind of see that right there. And over in the expenses column, we sold 5,000. Well, we had five. We didn't sell. We had expenses of $5,547 over here. Okay. And we will break down each column just a little bit. We'll show you the highlights, not all of everything here, but we're going to show you what I think are the most important, the ones you want to watch. All right. So over on the income side, we do have returns from Amazon, and here we have $400 worth of returns for the month. So $400, you're going to have them with Amazon. The great thing about Amazon FBA is they take care of everything, because once you ship the book in, if there's a return, they take care of it. You don't have to worry about, oh, I got to accept the return. No, it's just going to happen with Amazon. You know how Amazon works. They take back everything. And that's just part of the cost of doing business. And it happens. You're going to have them. Some months you have higher, some months you have lower. It's weird. It just does happen. Now, this one down here is shipping credits. It's $473. I don't know what it is. Let me say I don't know what it is. I have an idea what it is, but I haven't wrapped my head around it. I've watched several videos. I've talked to people, and until I know what it is exactly, I'm not going to tell you because I don't want to give you the wrong information. Needless to say, I thought it had something to do with fulfilled by merchant. That's where you ship the books, you take the returns, you do everything. You can work that side of Amazon. So needless to say, I don't know. Okay, it's $473. I'm not going to worry about it right now because the bottom line is I just want to know what I made for the month. And that's the bottom line with this whole thing. You have to trust that Amazon is a billion-dollar multi-billion-dollar company, and that they know what they're doing here. Okay, I don't think they make many mistakes. They might make some, but on a simple report like this, there's no major mistake here. No major mistake that I know of. All right, now let's hop over to the expense side. We had $5,547 in expenses. Now we take a look at the FBA selling fees, $23.96. FBA transaction fees, $28.01. You can see right there is $5,000 in fees basically. So the heft of it is right in that little space right there, and you can't get away from those. That's basically the bread and butter of Amazon making their money right there. Now, the other one I want you to learn here is the FBA inventory inbound services fee. It's $225. Now, what is that? If you watch my video, you'll see the links down below in the description of that video that will show you me doing a process of books. This is the fee at the end when I tell you that I pay them to not split my shipment. Example, a box of books, 40 books in the box. If you don't pay the fee, which you can opt out of, they will probably tell you that, Mike, I want 30 of those books to go to Stockton, and I want these 10 to go to Ohio. Now you have to separate the 10 out of the box of 40, put them in a smaller box, resize that particular 30 box, put 2 labels on each box. One's going to Ohio, one's going to Stockton. That's the example. I pay Amazon, I think it's about 30 cents a book, to not split that box. So I know that box is going to one place. It's going to Stockton because I'm paying Amazon to not split it. Now, it works out to about $12 to $16 a box. Anyhow, time is money. If you have to separate those out, plus if you have to have another box, all that stuff is money. Is it worth $12 to $16? That's basically, think about it, 15 minutes of your time. Okay? Because there's what, 12, that's 48, $50 an hour, right? $50 an hour. It takes you 15 minutes to separate stuff out or do whatever. It can be really a drag. So it's $12. Well worth it. It'll take you longer than 15 minutes. Trust me, it'll probably take you almost 30 minutes, especially first going right away. It'll take you that time to split that box, go back, print both labels and all that stuff. So I pay, that's $225 or $12 to $16 a box. That's what it averages. So I think that's one of the better things that I pay for. I'm happy to pay for that. And I build that into my ScanLister software where I put $1 for my cost over there. That's the cost of this right here. I jack it up. I don't put 30 cents, I put $1. I make it even higher. That makes my threshold for net profit even higher, even a bit higher. Okay. Watch the video over there on that one and you'll see what I'm talking about kind of in that. All right. So basically there you go. That's everything there. You subtract out everything. You take your expenses from your income, and you're left with $3,230 that went to my bank. $3,230. So from $9,000 in income all the way down to $3,230. Okay, that's where we went. So you can see they got some fees. They've got some stuff in there. So we take $3,230 and we subtract the $125 of recurring monthly cost. We come up with $3,105. Okay, that's what we're left with, and we have to figure out how much did we make. And this is key. You have to kind of do something like this. You have to break down your day so that you know you're making money. You don't want to lose money, or you don't want to make $5 an hour. So here we go. So we have $3,105 to work with. Now, how long do I work doing books? Every week's the same. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I do books. 9 to 11 is books, meaning I'm sorting, scanning, doing everything. It's 2 hours a day. By 9 o'clock I start. By 11 o'clock I'm done and in my car. So that's 6 hours for 1 week. Now I have to list the books. I have to put the books in the box, do all that kind of work, ship out books. I'm going to say 5 hours, okay? Basically about an hour a box. And I do about 4 boxes a week, maybe 5. But once you do 2, it's quicker than if you do 1 a day. 2 can go faster. It just works out that way. So about 4 to 5 a week. I say an hour a box. So I'm going to say 5 hours. Hour a box, 5 hours. 5 plus 6, that's 11 hours a week. I spend 11 hours a week doing books. How many weeks in a month? 4. So I got 4 of those. So that's 44 hours. So I spend 44 hours a month doing books. So it's a real simple math problem. All we do is take $3,105, divide it by 44, and our hourly rate is $70 an hour. Okay? Now, I hear some things out there. Mike, wait. You're not including what? I'm not including the cost of my books. Okay, a lot of people are going, you're not including the cost of your books. If you've watched my videos, what do? When I buy a bin of books, I pay $100. I take the ancillary stuff, which is basically Bibles and other things that don't sell on Amazon, a book lot, something of an older book, that kind of thing, and I sell that on eBay. And you have many of you have watched. If you have not watched some of my videos, go back and just watch some general videos. You'll see me talking about this, where I can sell a Bible maybe for $50. I'll sell a lot of books for $50. I have found all kinds of. I found some very expensive book. I found a John Muir first edition that I sold for $500. So that book basically paid for 5 bins. So all this stuff from Amazon, the profit here is just pure profit, nothing else. There is no expense here for the books because they've already been paid for by the stuff I've sold on eBay. That's my thinking. That stuff is paid for, taken care of. Many times over, I've actually made more money than what I spent on the bin of books selling on eBay. Made more money. So over here, it's all 100% pure profit in my mind, except for one other thing. We have to pay what? State and federal income tax. People are going, oh, you forgot that. No, I didn't forget that. I want you to think of it like this. Everybody kind of knows your hourly rate. If somebody said, hey, how much do you make in an hour? Do you tell them the bottom line is, well, I make 30, but the government takes 10, so I make 20? No, you tell them $30 an hour. That's what I make, $70 an hour when I do books. The end of April 15th, that's because I'm a business, I pay taxes. I don't know what that is until every April 15th. I take that number, then I can divide that into I can take my profit, I can take that away, and then divide my weeks, then divide my hours. You can see how you can just work with the numbers and find out what you're making bottom line per hour. Can't tell you, but I do make $70 an hour minus whatever the feds and the state, because I do have state income tax, will take from me. So there you go. $70 an hour in February doing books, and I do it 44 hours. So here's another way. Think about it like this. 44 hours. Let's call that 1 week of work. because 40 hours is a work week, and a lot of us work overtime, so let's call it 44 hours. $3,105, okay? And you divide that by 4, and that would give you a weekly rate, right? A weekly rate. So, oh, wait, I'm sorry. Let me get it away. Sorry, guys. 44 hours is 1 week, so 3,105 for the week. For 1 week's worth of work, if it's 40 hours. Boy, did I screw that one up. So 44 hours is basically 1 work week, $3,105. And if you did that times 4, that's $12,000, right? Just saying. Think of it like that. Put all these numbers together. Don't screw it up like I did, but hey, put it all together. So there you go. That's a general right there on the expense sheet. And hopefully that will help you out and get you going on FBA. And if you have any questions, hey, feel free to put a comment down below, all that kind of stuff. And I'll try to answer everybody's question. And if you think I've got missing something, hey, let me know. That's the way I learn also. So anyhow, hey, thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.